One, two, one, two, one, two. What's the podcast? We are back in effect. DJ Jerome Baker the third. Don't charge Abdul.
Yo,
With
yo,
the ill mobile situation.
you know what I mean? That's how we
Um,
got to do it. I think
so
actually, I think I should turn my phone to the side, and maybe I think
there
that
you
helps
go.
the orientation of the situation. You know what I mean?
There you go. Yeah. So
What's the
75
word?
degrees. 75 degrees in the district. They're talking 80 tomorrow.
Yo, it didn't
Um,
start like that though. It was brick this morning,
Cold
and
this morning.
yeah, and
Cold
then it
this morning.
started raining, and I was like, oh nah, this is gonna be a jacket day, but it moved on from that extremely fast. By early afternoon, we were mid 70s,
It's
rocking.
gorgeous. 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 Gorgeous.
Yeah,
Gorgeous. And we're here, man. It's another episode. What's the podcast? We have returned from spring break, where everybody was able to take some time and
yeah.
just exhale. Again, I apologize. I had recorded an episode that just didn't.
It wouldn't upload.
It wouldn't render out of Ableton for some reason, man. It wasn't right. Then I lost
Oh,
quality, so I
got it.
updated the Patreon a bit, so that's good. But other
All
than
right.
that, yeah, things are
You were
moving and
you were out
grooving.
of town, vacationing, doing it big in Sedona,
Just
little
from Arizona,
you know,
promise you, if you've never been, you should
relaxing
absolutely
vibes.
go. If you've never been to Sedona, Arizona, you should absolutely go. It is, man, it is a
Yeah.
sight. It is a sight. It is one of the more beautiful places.
You went with your whole family,
Yeah,
your
yeah,
mother
yeah.
and your sister, or you went out there dolo with a
Me, it
chick
was
or
me,
something.
me and Cal and my mom.
Oh, nice. Okay,
So we shot up there and hung out. And
love that.
it's one of the most. It's actually you literally drive up 4,000 square feet.
Yeah.
You hit the town and then you drive down 4,000 square feet.
What's
Literally,
up in the town? Like, what they have? Is it like how you go to like Virginia Beach? It's a small little side town, or what is? What is? Do they have
so
a city aspect to it, or
yeah.
restaurants and shit?
There's a ton of things, to be honest with you, in Sedona. Sedona consists of
Okay.
a lot of vintage stores, a lot of Native American themed stores,
Yeah.
some cowboy themed places, stuff like that. You know
It's
what I
like a
mean?
it's like a western,
Yeah.
Oh,
like
I
a
got you.
western, but like a urban. Now it's like an
Yeah.
urban. I'm from New York. I got a house in Sedona. I'm gonna go do yoga and
There is Live Nation is putting some money into Sedona.
yeah. Sedona's
Oh,
dope.
because is that where the Red Rocks thing? No, that's Denver.
That's Colorado. Yeah,
But
That's Colorado.
there are Red Rocks
there is actual
in
Red Rock.
Sedona. Yeah, actual Red Rock,
Yeah,
red
yeah,
ground,
yeah.
red ground, red sand.
Sedona is really dope, man.
It is
Yeah.
one of the better places that I've visited. For it to be right there in the backyard,
Yeah,
is just amazing.
yeah.
So
A
definitely-
lot of people don't know how like beautiful this country is. Like
it's-
we have a lot to offer here, but it's really just so expensive that it's almost cheaper to like fly to like Europe or somewhere else or like a third world country where like your money goes way further and the plane ticket costs the same. Like
I think you just have to be smart about how you move, right? If you're gonna do,
it's expensive traveling around here, dog.
yeah, but if you're gonna do like the Southwest, you just gotta commit to doing the Southwest, right?
Yeah,
So
no, that's
like,
dope.
I'm gonna do Four Corners in Utah. I'm gonna do the Basin joint up in northern Arizona. I'm gonna do, uh, you know,
Taos, New Mexico.
yeah. I mean, you're gonna do. I mean,
So
like,
dope.
you just gotta commit to doing it,
Oh
right?
yeah, I've done it.
Because I think like San Diego is also very expensive, and San Diego is one
San
of the
Diego's dope,
ill,
bro.
but it's one of the illest places anywhere.
So beautiful.
And so right, so it's like,
Yeah.
but you gotta, but you.
But
have
it's like expensive. Like here is expensive. You know what I mean? It's like the same as like here or New York or SF. Like San Diego is the same. It's just
you gotta move and groove. And you gotta be smart how you spend your money when you're here.
yeah.
Right? You gotta delete DoorDash. You gotta drink water. You gotta.
That's all I drink.
Stay away from the bars some nights. You know what I'm saying? Go to bed early because
You're speaking my language.
if you're trying to get more bang for your buck, then you have to.
I'd rather not waste my time or my money going out here like that and just stack up and go on vacations like once a month or every other month.
I mean, again,
You know,
some people don't have the schedule to do that though. So that's one thing, right? So
you gotta make time. You gotta make time to build memories, bro.
listen, I agree with you, but again, you know, we all work schedules that are very
No, I feel you. Non-conventional.
yeah, non-conventional. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily one for the 9 to 5 life either, right?
No, no.
At the same time, I think it's smart for people to figure out the best way to, enjoy their life and create.
You gotta travel, man. You gotta travel.
You have to. You
really have to travel.
But some people don't see the.
That's because they haven't been nowhere. You know.
Well, I mean, you also have to look at where some of these people in the country live. Like they just don't.
All the more fucking reason.
Nah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but people don't normally see the value in it too, you know?
Well, it also comes down to education, though, right? Like, if somebody from New York or the East Coast in general is going to have a higher chance to travel than somebody from Mississippi.
100%.
Mississippi is like 30th in education.
Yeah, you're
when it
trapped.
comes to-
You're trapped in the whole country, the whole
right.
state.
Now, the minute they just go to New York, their minds are blown.
I feel like that's why it's important for like young kids to like go to college and kind of go away and like spread their wings a little bit, like
Of course.
meet friends from different places and go home with them for spring break or like travel and like get a little taste of it, like that way. Because man, if you don't, I don't know what I would do if I didn't travel as much as I do. Like I would go crazy.
Yeah, but traveling is also it's not cheap, man. That shit is.
Well,
I think in our time there were just so many more things that were free or close to it. I don't think you can get away with it today.
I mean, traveling doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be. It's expensive here. Go out a whole weekend here. You're gonna spend $1,000.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like if you look back at like the 1900s, right?
Mm.
You think about things that were going on, like Howard Homecoming. You didn't have to spend a whole lot of bread.
No,
the parties did not cost crazy. You could come out. You didn't even have to go to a party, and you could still have a party.
The street
and relays, right? Greek Week and Jones Beach, like
they don't have that anymore.
Virginia Beach and all that shit. Like none of that costs like any money.
They still have to have shit like that going on. We just out the loop, bro. I
don't think so.
You're gonna learn about what's going on once your kids start going to college and you go like, oh shit, what week you going to? Where you going?
Nah, I mean, I think a lot of that stuff has actually been
dead.
It is removed. I mean, Virginia Beach had a curfew for the majority of spring. That just ends this week. I mean,
Memorial Day, Miami. Like, there's no way you can go down there and hold it down like we did.
But I don't think those are.
God.
I don't think those are necessarily events that are like.
They're not positive.
Yeah, as I'm saying, like you don't want to travel. Like I want to go to San Diego. I'd rather go to the national, whatever the name of the national forest is.
But 21-year-old Jerome would have rather gone to Miami.
Nah, I've been to Miami
exactly. That's my point. You already been there.
But I haven't been to Miami more than 5 times, and I promise you.
Oh wow!
I've always.
That actually took me back to that a little bit. That I went to recently. Speaking of Miami,
Basel. Yeah.
I think
it's like an older crowd though.
I think you can. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm speaking for me.
Yeah.
I think you can still, and I didn't even do this, but I was able to finagle my way into mad parties. But if you kind of have an itinerary and you are on some sort of Reddit forum where they allow you to RSVP for everything happening,
yeah,
you can literally get into anything for free.
Yeah.
But I
You just
promise
gotta
you, bro, like,
RSVP to it and have like that sort of link. And I know there has to be like Reddit forums and all kinds of shit that gives you a breakdown of everything happening.
So there's definitely like group chats or like WhatsApp groups or
There's
something.
definitely shit. Like that.
again, I'd rather go to San Diego personally.
Yes, I feel you.
I'd rather go to San Diego is the
I don't know.
illest weather in the country.
I mean, it definitely is the best weather.
It's the best
I'm
weather in the
gonna go
country.
back to Basel.
Nightlife like city wise, I'd rather go to San Francisco. Because San Francisco as a city is
Yeah.
I like LA too.
hot. I'm going to LA.
Yeah.
I'm going to LA in 2 weeks, but San Francisco is in 2 weeks. I'm sorry, in San Francisco's ill, and then just learning like Chicago, even though it's like
Chicago's dope.
super duper segregated,
Chicago's amazing.
super duper segregated, which I think people
Yeah.
don't talk about enough.
Yeah.
When it comes to Chicago,
Yeah.
but
I love Chicago.
it's a good city. My niece lives there, so it's
So
like
dope.
Yeah.
like I think there's places where you can get more bang for your buck, than the Florida thing, right? Like I gotta go to Tampa in June. Like Tampa's popping, Tampa's
popping,
Tampa's busy. You know what I'm saying? But like,
and it's cheap down there.
Yeah.
I mean, even what's it called? I've spent one day in Charleston and was like, this is dope. I'll never come back here. But this is dope.
Yeah.
Like the food is incredible. The people of color are the nicest people you've ever met in your life. But because of that, I would never, ever, ever, ever spend another willing moment in Charleston, South Carolina. You know what I mean? So, it's a podcast. There is summer's been creeping up a little bit. I was told that there's been a lot of shootings in Northwest already.
In Northwest,
Kind of everywhere, honestly. I mean,
yeah.
Those two 12-year-old kids got shot outside of a bus stop in Northeast, I think like a week ago.
By another kid?
I don't know if they know who did it. I know they both passed away.
Oh my God.
12 years old.
End of the year. I mean, not even end of the year, I'm sorry, but as you get closer to
summertime in the city.
Summertime in DC is extremely violent. And for the 20 plus years that I've lived here, just as the summer approaches, it goes up. You know what I mean? And I think
the mayor passed some sort of ordinance today, right? The curfew thing, something happened.
Nobody's listening to that shit, man. These kids got machine guns. You think they're worried about being off the street at 11 o'clock at night?
I mean, the problem is that some
they got Glocks with switches on them.
But I think what's gonna happen is I think one of these armed forces is gonna open up on some kids sooner or later.
Well, that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna put the National Guard down, maybe, or like deep.
No, they're already deep.
I'm saying, but like the kids are still out there.
Like 2 weekends ago, the first weekend that bullpen opened, kids were straight up robbing people. Jumping in people's faces. So they said they pretty much called all of the National Guard and had them down there and had kids. I mean, they said kids were running around left and right trying to get out of there. You know what I'm saying? Like, so to me, there's no sort of.
I mean, can National Guard like shoot you? Like,
they
got guns on them? But I mean,
they definitely have guns on them.
You know for sure. Are they like above the police?
I believe if you're a threat to yourself or others, they will act.
I asked my kid because she said some kids from her school were down there, and I was like, the $1 million question I hear in every comment in one of these posts is, where are the parents?
That's a fact.
And hold on. So I was like, yo, where are the parents? And she gave me an answer that could happen, bro. She's like, yo, the parents don't even know. They go to one kid's house
and they all
and then they end up like dispersing. The parents think they're in one place, they end up somewhere. That's something that could happen to any of us.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you guys got that
so
GPS
easy.
tracker.
You said what?
You got to find my iPhone turned on.
Yeah. And they turn it off. It's
they can, then you lose the phone and you can't go out.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. We just have a whole system in place
Yeah,
that doesn't allow that to happen because
there you go.
Bella's honest. Now Bella knows everything that goes on without having to be there. Right.
Yeah.
So and we can keep it like that. You can know everything without having to be there. I'm fine. But the thing about it is the parents being a bit naive and wanting to be friends with their kids and being scared of their kids because the parents are only 47 or 45 or 42. You know what I'm saying?
Or 32.
Or 32. And not wanting to, I want to be friends with my child. We're not friends, B.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like at some point you need to enforce the law. And I think that's a big problem. That I know it's a big problem because I've been to Bella school and I've seen how the parents act. The parents want to be cool. They want to be friends.
Yeah.
I have multiple parents from Bella school that follow me and will show up to the function.
Yeah.
Yo, man. And I'm like, it's perfectly fine, but why are you not with your kid?
Well, same reason why how you not.
I'm making money. I'm making money though. So there's no reason.
Everybody deserves a chance.
Yeah, everybody got wine down.
We're not talking about one night off. We're talking about as a consistent thing. And even so, with where these kids are nowadays, you can take a break on any other night.
Yeah. Well, I think also like every kid has that one friend whose parents are like quote unquote cool that you can go to their house and mom might buy you some liquor, or like mom, you don't really have a curfew and let you borrow the car. Like I know I had friends like that where we could stay the night, smoke in the house. Mom would buy a bottle. Mom would leave the car keys on the counter. Just don't take the car, but here are the keys, type shit.
The whole family's catching a beating if that happens.
Yeah, that's just not
everybody.
Yeah, but I had friends like that where
I know. I'm saying that happens in my circle. Yo,
y'all not friends no more.
It's gonna be more than that.
Yeah,
but again, that's the problem. That's the key word we keep using.
But that happens though. There's gonna be a parent that like, you guys can drink as long as you stay here and like.
Oh yes, I grew up the house next door to me, the Niches. They had their dad left, moved to San Diego. Mom was a single mom, wanted to date actively. Justin played baseball, was the same year as me, and had a house party every Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, because mom was out in the streets.
Mom was out in the streets and wasn't coming home till Sunday. Okay, so I was live right there. My parents knew, right? And they always had respect. Nobody was throwing beer cans or
in your yard,
empty things in our yard or over our fence. Nobody was doing that, right? But it made my mom double down on how she parented us.
Yeah.
And it's pre-cell phone. This is when you just had to take my word for where we were going. You know what I'm saying? And but I played basketball and wanted to stay eligible and just didn't want to get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? And I think that you need to risk not being friends with your child to be able to be a parent to your child.
Yeah.
Trust me, once you turn 18 and want to go out in this real world, if you want to get involved with some of that foolishness, you'll see how much it does not pay off. But in the meantime, while you live under my house,
right,
and what I'm saying, throw the bows. Put your elbow in some kid's neck every now and then, just to remind them of who runs this shit. What they gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like, exactly.
Take that.
Shape up or ship out. You got 2 options, homie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, what's the podcast? Episode 397.
Oh shit! We're almost at 400, huh?
Yeah, we're knocking on Jesus' door.
Yeah. Are we allowed to say that?
We can say whatever we want.
Jesus' door.
This is Patreon.
Hey, yo, pause.
Shout out to Jesus, of course.
Between the weather getting really nice and I see Abdul put down the carpet company opening.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that was full of Baltimore's finest.
What's that pyramid in the middle of the store? Is that glass or something?
It's
they're Egyptian, so I guess that.
Yeah, it's like a chromed out structure.
Dope.
You know, just an ode to their Egyptian heritage.
Yeah, it's dope.
Carpet company opened up their first flagship store in B-Mall a couple of weeks ago, a couple of Saturdays ago, and I shot up there around 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and yo, I mean, when I'm telling you the line was around the corner 2 blocks deep for about 7 hours while I was there. No, that's not true. About 5 hours while I was there.
Steady line.
Steady line.
They doing like 1 in, 1 out type shit?
No, it was a bunch of people in there. You know, they were trying to let in as many people. I mean, they wanted to, but the line just
not 1 in, 1 out, but like as people leave, people could come in.
No, and it was more than that. It was letting a whole bunch of people in at a time, and you know, at some point inside got really crowded, and you know, they try to control it as much as possible. But shout out to those guys. You know, they took over an old bank building on the corner of North Avenue and St. Paul in East Baltimore, and opened up a Good Neighbor cafe in the back of the shop.
Did they buy the building?
Yeah, they bought the building.
Good for them, man.
Yeah. You know, a historic building, used to have a clock that hadn't spun in 50 or 60 years outside of the building that they got quotes for to fix, and it was over $100,000 to fix the damn clock. They ended up fixing it themselves, got up on ladders and opened the shit up, and you know.
Aren't they engineers?
They're engineers by nature, by trade, you know what I mean? So they figured it out, and
were engineers?
Were engineers. And yo, shout out to Carpet Company, man, Osama and Eamon, and they crushed it. I mean, a beautiful, beautiful store, beautiful space. And
them,
yeah, it was dope to see it. So if you haven't, next time you're out in Baltimore, that should be a destination for any of you listening, man. Go by there. And they sell sneakers in there. You know, there's more sneakers coming, but they carry a lot of shit in there, and I think people just kind of know them now for.
Do they sell skate sneakers or just sneakers? Period?
They carry a little bit of everything, you know, Solomon, and you know, there's a real. They do have Nike SB, but there's more stuff coming. New Balances and regular Nikes and Jordan brand and all that stuff. So
wow.
Yeah, shout out to them, man. They did it. So it was a beautiful day, and hung out there.
Good location too.
Yeah, the location is ill.
Yeah.
Hung out there all day and kicked it with everybody, and then went to dinner, and then went to the party out there. And yeah, I didn't get home till like 1:30 in the morning, and I was running the Cherry Blossom 10 miler the next morning.
Oof.
Somehow I made it. You know, I got home at 1:30, went to bed around 2, woke up at 6, and went and did 10 miles. Crashed that race. I wasn't registered for it, but.
Do you start at the starting line or no?
Yeah, I start with them.
Yo, you wild. Are they supposed to give you numbers and shit or no?
Yeah, you're supposed to have a bib.
Yeah. But you start with them at the race. You like on
your
watching shit. Getting your pace ready.
when they let off the pistol, I start as well. Right there. I was right in the beginning.
Do you cross the finish line?
I do. I cross the finish line.
Wow.
Yeah, I did the whole course with them.
Yeah. I mean, in theory, you don't have to pay. You just have to pay if you want like them to like track all your shit, right?
Sure.
Like, it's a public street.
It is a public street, and I think I don't know how strict. Clearly, they're not that strict about it here, but in other cities, there are restrictions from people like me doing what I do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think you can pull that off during like the Boston Marathon or something.
Race crasher.
or you know what I mean? The New York, any of these races that are happening in New York.
Yeah.
I think you need to be really registered. I think I am going to do this half marathon that's coming up in September. I'll just crash it again. Fuck it.
There was, I think, who had pictures? Impulse had pictures from.
Oh, the carpet. Yeah, Impulse was there.
Impulse had pictures.
Impulse had pictures. Nico Rocks. I don't know if I think you all know him.
Yeah.
He was out there. Yo, mad people out there, man. Baltimore really came out and embraced the Habibis. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck, man. It's a good look for him. Congratulations to him. Best of luck to him.
Yeah.
This past weekend, DC was on fire.
Yeah.
What the fuck was going on, dog?
Just think in general.
But like, why was there so many outdoor music festivals in the same weekend?
Chris Lake had 10,000 people.
Black Coffee.
I went to Black Coffee.
Black Coffee had a bunch of people.
Fire.
I didn't go to neither.
I didn't know who Black Coffee was, to be honest.
Black Coffee is a
some house music shit.
Black Coffee is like, well, yeah, he played a lot of house then or on Sunday. I would say he's like is he newer DJ Jerome? Like not newer, but like 10 years?
No, 20 plus.
Oh, really?
He's like the preeminent figure when it comes to like Afro house.
Yeah,
and house music.
He definitely plays all that old school like Afro.
It's from South Africa. He's in his 50s,
right?
Yeah.
He's in his 50s. He DJs with one hand.
He DJs with one hand. Yeah.
Lost his other hand.
With one hand. What does that mean?
He lost his hand in a car accident.
I don't think he lost
has one hand.
No, I don't think he lost it. I think he lost all feeling in it, and it's kind of like always in his pocket or like in.
Well, he keeps it in his pocket.
Yeah, sure. I think he still has his hand, but he lost like use of his hand.
Wow.
Yeah, he DJs with one hand.
Wow.
And DJing house music is really technical, so to DJ house music with one hand is not the easiest.
He plays. I heard his set.
Yeah.
It was a lot of the same set I heard 3 years ago. Last time.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta give people what they want to hear.
You know what I mean? So, but
he perfected one set and just goes with it, which is dope.
Yeah, but he also
a lot of DJs do that.
He also plays like Live Miami. You know what I mean? So he's a big deal. So,
wow.
But no, I mean the Chris Lake thing was glow.
That was good. That was huge. That was like 10,000. You said
10,000 people.
What was that? Chris Lake? Who's that?
Chris Lake is just an artist. I mean, they honestly, you know, respectfully speaking, they could have put anybody. Chris Lake is not that big of a draw.
Yeah,
he's a big name, but they could have put anybody on that stage. The fact is, it was 10,000 people.
Where was this at?
In front of the Capitol on Pennsylvania Avenue. But then they had something at Freedom Plaza too.
Is this the same thing that Black Coffee was at, or that was a different?
No, Black Coffee was like by the Apple Store.
Well, they capped. I heard it. I read they capped Freedom Plaza.
They capped it all, but there was people. Me and Y were driving around, and there was definitely like a concert with like lights and shit going on over there.
Last time I saw it, it was all like literally like gates around it. And this was this weekend.
Yeah, no, they've been doing construction because I go running past there. And they have fenced off while they're
and they skate proofed everything. They put like the little nubs on all the ledges.
They knobbed everything. Yeah,
that's fucked up.
They'll knock them off. They'll knock them off.
What's it called? Just shot
not if they're made out of the same sort of concrete or whatever.
No, they're like brass or like metal.
What's it called? Just shot their video. Nike just put a new video out for the Air Force One, and they shot a lot of the video at Freedom.
They shouted out Sister Skate Shop in the credits too, didn't they?
Yeah, I had to tell Tom about that. He didn't see it.
That's amazing.
You know what I mean? But
shout out to Sister, man. I mean, for being open only 6 months, I mean,
they're doing their thing.
They got
doing it right.
You said what?
They're doing it right.
Yeah, they're doing it right, and
doing
they got
it right.
the energy. They got the people behind them. They got the community behind them, and you know, there's new product every day, and every week it's something new, and you know, so they're shaking shit up, and I would love to see it. So, shout out to Omar and Tom.
They're doing it right. But the same week, the same day as, so you had, you know, like Chris Lake was Saturday. You had Black Coffee, who everybody was talking about Black Coffee.
Yeah.
Homies from Baltimore came down. My homie had his 8-month pregnant wife out there. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. Dewdrop. It was Dewdrop's first day. And it was the party in the loading dock. They had a
across the street.
Union Market loading dock.
No, Northeast by Dewdrop.
Oh,
right around the corner of that. Both of those parties were going on too. So I didn't make it to the loading dock party. But man, we went to Dewdrop. Dewdrop was popping.
Yeah,
Dewdrop was cracking. And now, I say about 7 o'clock, they had a line. And if you don't get the dewdrop before 6 o'clock,
yeah, you might not get in.
you're not getting in. Yeah, you're not getting.
You can get in.
They had to give. They're giving people re-entry tickets now, and so you can cut the line if you have a re-entry ticket.
Yeah, you can have somebody come out with like 3 re-entry tickets.
Yeah,
come on, man.
Yeah,
Nah, it wasn't. Harry and Jamil weren't on that at all. They were.
Harry gonna come get me. Shout out to Harry Hodder.
It was a good party though. Good energy. It was just a lot. It was a lot of people in the streets on Sunday, man. And Sunday was also scary too. The day started off raining.
And then it turned out to be freezing,
cold, and then but for about 4 hours right there, it was perfect.
Yeah,
it was perfect for like 4 hours, and so
black coffee was dope, man.
Yeah, the homegirl
who's in the building
opened for them.
Who opened?
My homegirl Bridget. She opened for Black Coffee.
Okay.
Yeah, so she played very, very, very early. And she did her thing. You know what I mean? People said she played really well. And then
is she from here?
Another guy that got on. Yeah, she was here. Yeah. She's dope. She's a good DJ. She's a really good DJ. So she crushed it, and then he got on. What did he play, like 2 hours?
Nah, he played. I think maybe he played like 3 hours because it was supposed to be over. Wow. And it went like 45 minutes after it was supposed to be over.
With him playing?
Yeah, he played.
Ooh. Yeah. Wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't keeping track of the time, but he played for a while. I want to say probably like at least 3 hours.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you don't live in DC, it was outside downtown DC in front of the Apple store, literally like smack dab in the middle of downtown DC.
Yeah.
Like you can't get any more central than that, to be honest with you.
Right.
So yeah, that's dope. I saw your picture with the I'm not sure who it was, but some dude tagged you.
That's my man Javier.
And then have you seen? I was in Southwest yesterday, and they have these Redskins trains. Have you seen this?
I haven't seen them.
Yeah. So when I was coming back up this way, I was shot down the elevator, and then it's on the.
I saw it. On the story.
It's on the story, yeah, but it's like the end of the cars, but it's cool. It's a nice little promotional thing. I think that people get excited about seeing that kind of stuff on a train, so it'll make people excited for that. You know what I mean?
For sure.
What's the podcast episode 397?